Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me currently. My name is Durga Agrawal. I am from Brisbane, Australia. If you have come for the first time on my business page, I just want to introduce myself. I am one of the digital business mentor and a coach. Have been running digital marketing business for more than 3.5 years, and I've worked in corporate world for 17 long years before actually jumping into controlling my own life. All right. Today's topic is very interesting. I'm sure many of you can relate to that. It is about short term and long term goals. I'm sure everybody has some kind of goals in their life and we try to achieve them. I personally like to have short term and long term both goals because I know it's hard to achieve long term goals when you don't have broken down them into short term goals. So I always plan for a short term, like maybe a day, maybe a month, maybe a 6 months, and a long term goal, obviously, in 5 years, 10 years. How do I want to see myself? So, in terms of business, yes, we are going to talk about in terms of business, but in life in general as well, because business is one part of life, or job is one part of life is much larger than that. I'm sure all of you will relate. So we will talk about all the goals. I'll start with my goals first. My short-term goals were, because I was in corporate world and most of the parents can relate, with two young kids, corporate job and a house to run. It's not easy, especially moms out there, I'm sure. So I was in the same boat, obviously struggled a lot. I always like tried to come out of my hectic schedule so that I get some free time. That was my short-term goal always. I tried a lot of businesses for that so that I don't have to continue my job for whole of my life, retired with my 9 to 5. That life flexibility I needed, actually some time in hand for myself, for my kids, for my family. That was my short term goal. And obviously long term goals were a lot many more than that. One of that was obviously to come out of my corporate world. I have a lot of hobbies. I love traveling. Actually, I'm crazy for traveling. A lot of other passions as well. So I wanted to fulfill all of them now, step by step. Obviously, I know all of that is not possible suddenly. So I always had a plan in hand. Like, okay, if this works out, this is what I'm going to do. So short-term goal is the first thing I think. Even if you have some goals in hand, always break down how the business helped me now in achieving my short-term goals. I have started this business, digital marketing business, almost 3.5 years ago, and I was doing my full-time job as well that time. So I started a lot of businesses as well in the past. I was trying to see if I can shift my side hustle into my plan A, because that's how you do it, right? You don't suddenly come out of your job and try to make something other work. You balance it out. So that's what even I did. I was looking how I go with the digital marketing business. I continued that for a few months. I saw, okay, I'm making a good earning from that, so I can balance both of them together. I made my full-time job into part-time job, so my kind of short-term goal was achieved there because I got more time in hand. I got more flexibility, out of which I was putting some time in my business, some time, in my hobbies, family, kids, everything. So that's how I shifted from my short term goal to my long term goal. After a year, I was making more than my obviously corporate world in my business. So then I was like, okay, if I can, because everybody wants financial flexibility in life, isn't it? That is something I guess we all are looking for as part of our journey. We don't want to be financially dependent on anyone, especially the working people who are always working, in their life, and they are used to take care of their own finances. So that's how I also started, and I don't want to give up on my financial independence for any reason. Even if after kids I was continuing to work, that's the main reason. Obviously, Australia is a costly, expensive country. All of you will agree. You can't rely on one family income, so you want to have that extra source of earning, or a second source of earning, I would say. So then when I realized, okay, the earning is pretty good from the business, I completely retired from my corporate world at the age of 40, guys. That was possible because earning potential of the business was huge. You can literally do it as per your convenience. That's the best part I like. It is very much flexible. It's a global business, legally registered business. So we needed ABN obviously to file taxes and all that. So it is safe to do it. So why not, and especially when you are your own boss, you can run the business as per your own schedule. You can make more than any typical 9 to 5 employee can make. to 5, then why not? That was my thingy, and I continued with my journey into the business. Then, as a business mentor and a coach, I started more traveling. Obviously, in last 2.5 years, I think I have traveled so many new countries. I've seen so many new places. I love dancing. I started my hobby as a dancing. In last 2 years, I've been dancing a lot, like literally going on stages as well. First time in my life. So there are so many things, I'm sure all of you can relate. There will be so many things which you want to do it, which never got a chance to do it. So I feel if you have a craving to live the life on your own terms, you want to do something for your own, you want to free up that time basically, definitely give it a go. There is no harm in trying it. You are not going to lose out anything in this business. You just need to register your name and email ID on my website, which you can, I'll just flash it so that you know my website is there. That's my website. You can just register your name and email ID on that website, and you will get a free information copy on your email ID, registered email ID. You can go through it. You can reach out to me if you have further queries. How you can own this, run this business, as especially when you don't need any specific skill sets, you don't need any experience to run that. You don't need actually anything. You just need to have an open mindset, a positive mindset, I would say, and you're good to go with the business. So I would highly recommend, if you want to do something for yourself apart from, typical, obviously everybody is running their life, in their own ways, typical 9 to 5 or whatever you are doing currently. Even if you're running a business, that's totally fine. But typical traditional businesses, that's my experience, doesn't give you that time flexibility and a location flexibility as well. You have to be physically there all the time. So this is something, this is online business, obviously, so global business, so you don't have to be physically available anywhere. I travel all the time on holidays, but still my business is going with me, because I don't have to be physically available. I just need my mobile phone and an internet connection, definitely, to run the business. And my business is pretty much works on autopilot now, because I have been running it for so long. So if you're looking for something which works in the background and which can take care of your finances as well while you are enjoying your life with your family, with your hobbies, with whatever you want to do, this is the perfect one, I'm sure. Um, that should be all for today, I guess. And next week, I'll be back with more interesting topic and questions and answer session as well. So please reach out to me if you want to know what exactly you want to know about the business. And I'm more than happy to come here and share my journey. Thank you, everyone. Have a good rest of the day. Bye.